Man, y'all come up in here, man. We give you the real deal up in here, man. You know, real deal from the what's going on in these New York streets as far as the YouTube streets, man. It's a lot of false information might be being reported right now. And so it's kind of crazy, man. I'll give you the real deal in a second, but I'm gonna start like making videos on my experiences just in this trial. What's up, Coco T? Wait, you changed your name? Coco T. It must be. Wait a minute. Y'all be changing y'all names on me. Yeah, man, it's a lot going on right now, man. But I got to give you the real deal on what's going down on these streets, man. It's being reported that Big Gene Deal knocked out a YouTuber, man. You know what I'm saying? So I had to give you the real deal, man, because everybody reporting on it. Coco T, what? Did you change your name? Maybe it's been a long day. I think because I see two Cocos in here. That's probably why. Max, I ain't seen you since Moses built the ark. What's up, Soda Black? Hold up, wait a minute. What's going on, y'all? Yeah, man, it's a little bit of misinformation, man, being spilled out here, man. Um, you know, um, so I got to put some paint where it ain't, man, just to let you know. It's being reported that a YouTuber got knocked out by Gene Deal, man. That's kind of far from the case, man. He threatened to knock him out. That's what he threatened to do. He said, "You run up on me, I'm gonna knock you out." That's what happened. If you run up on me, I'll knock you out. But did he knock him out? I don't think so, man. But people running for it. You know what I'm saying? They getting views by any means necessary, man. That's what I think, man. Getting views by any means necessary, man. But I have to come and give it to you, man. So it's rather unfortunate. That's why I stay to myself. If anybody out there know me, they know I stay to myself, man. Like I don't bother nobody. I get there. I drive right past everybody every day. They don't even know I'm doing it because my got like really dark tint. I drive past every day, and I be seeing everybody out there. So okay, I see this person out there, this person out there. I park up and just go right in the building, man, and just mind my business. That's pretty much all I do, man. I don't really associate like that. Just for this very reason, because people like drama. You know what I'm saying? It's just that people want drama, and it's not. You know how people say it's not. People say, "Oh, why are you doing this?" It's not embarrassing. It's just some people are like that. You know what I'm saying? Anytime when a bunch of us congregate together, it's gonna be trouble. It's just the way it is. You know what I'm saying? That's why I stay to myself, yo. Like I'm standoffish because of that reason. Like I don't be in celebrities' face or nothing. No celebrity out there can tell you if I've been in. They don't even know I exist, to be honest with you, because I'm not in nobody's face. I'm not trying to get no exclusive interviews. I'm not trying to collaborate. I'm not trying to do none of that. I'm just there because I know exactly what's going on in the courtroom as far as the jargon, the legal jargon. I'm there for that. You know what I'm saying? I had said it once before, like, thank you for the donation. Thank you for the blessing. But I'll just give it to you like that, man. Like it ain't nothing like that of the sort happen. It's just that people running with stories, and it's not really the case, man. And just for that very reason, like I said, I just stay to myself, man. I stay to myself even without these dealing with the YouTubers, just in general, man. It's just it's a crazy world out here, man. But nah, he didn't knock nobody out, man. No, that didn't happen. And I understand that the other brothers lie right now, trying to tell people it didn't happen. Oh man. Yeah, but I see these people, man. I just they probably like they see me, but they really don't see me because that's just how I do it. I'm just kind of like really. Damn, what happened here? I'm just really kind of I'm kind of like just off to the side. That's usually how I am. You said you figured that wasn't real story. Nah, it wasn't no real story, man. I hate to tell people that, but nah, it wasn't a real story, man. He threatened to do something to him. He threatened to. Yeah, he threatened to, but what is this? Google wants to make sure. Hold on, I'll be right back. All right. Yeah, I could swear, man. This thing is always messing up. Oh man. I'll just wait till I get off. But yeah, man, people are just running with. Hold on, let me just do this. Let me just do it this way. Let me just put this troll thing on, man, because I ain't trying to deal with nobody. Not this late. Um, but yeah, man, that's far from the case, man. It didn't happen, man. Just telling you, man. But the story is being this one guy ran with the story, and yeah, it didn't happen. But I think somebody may have told him that, and he ran with the story. You said I'm letting y'all all be the Diddy experts. I'm on Oklahoma. You said I'm on Oklahoma now. You said I'm letting y'all. What do you mean you letting us be the Diddy experts? You said got a new podcast on Audible. So I'm studying. Keep you posted on it. It was raining today. No, earlier. You said Gene is only coming to the Diddy trial because he's fearful his name is going to be mentioned. You think that's the case? Was he released, Avid Chatter? I know his sentence got commuted, but I didn't read up on the story yet. I heard he also pardoned NBA YoungBoy, so he don't have no his name is off the federal books now. NBA YoungBoy. Yeah, he don't strike me as somebody that's not worried. He don't seem like he's worried about nothing. Gene, he don't strike me as that type of person. It's just that we live in a age now where people they trying to get content, and they'll run with a story. But that guy that be on Twitter, he lied, yo. Um, he kind of did it on the low too. He like, yeah, I heard such and such, this and that, to get the views on TikTok to get some money. That's what people are doing. And it's crazy because everybody's not getting the right information. It's just that some people listen to whoever's popular, but they're not getting the right information. Y'all, I'm telling y'all, really not. You're really not gonna get it. Even when you're looking at the tweets, let me tell y'all this. Even reading the tweets, you missing some stuff. You missing the in-between stuff. You're not getting it all. And it sucks because this trial is not televised where you guys could watch it. You know what I'm saying? So you can get so you can get everything. So that's why I try to fill in the blanks on what's really going on. But guess what? People like drama though. That's why the dude is kind of going, getting a few views out of it because people like the drama. They want to hear somebody got knocked out at the trial. They want to hear that. You know what I'm saying? Believe it or not, it's entertaining. And I indulge in it too. I ain't gonna lie to you. On the low, I be indulging in it. I be in the bushes, but it's entertaining. You know what I'm saying? That's why um, I just go about my business like that. It's entertaining. Like, oh man, some drama happened, this and that. That's where the views at, man. The views is in the drama. That's why I tell people, you want a lot of views, you got to come back to when the jury is deliberating, when they come back with a verdict. Especially if that verdict is not good, that's where the views at. Um, but yeah, I don't look at it's just I don't like drama. So I'm not really trying to like be cool with nobody because I don't, like that. I give you a head nod and keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? Like that. A lot of people don't like me for that reason because I'm not trying to talk to nobody really. You know what I'm saying? So it's only a few people there I kind of like, you'll see me kicking it with, but other than that, it's just not happening. I could see some people there for the drama, for sure. But hey, man, drama sells, so I get it. Drama sells. You say you see tempers rising. The temperature's rising. I remember that song. Yeah, the temperature's rising, but it shouldn't be though. Just like the lady that be doing all the yelling and stuff, she'll just see my back because I'll be walking. I wouldn't even even entertain her. You know what I'm saying? It's just I'm like, all right, I'll make her look like a fool just by walking away. Like that. But yeah, man, but it sells though. The drama sells, man. It really does. But no, he didn't knock nobody out, man. Yeah, Mob Deep, temperatures rising. She's there every day. As a matter of fact, I had showed a video with her. It's on my TikTok. Yeah. She was what did she say? She's like, if he's a pedo, like tell him to come out the closet with it. I don't know who she was talking to. It was a dude across the street. Actually, she finally met her match. It was a dude across the street. He like, you get you. He said, I'm trying to make a video. He said, you get in my face one more time, I'll knock you out. I was like, whoa. And she got quiet. She waited for him to go back across the street to say something. She was quiet. So she not crazy. But I don't know why that dude ran with that story like that. That Gene knocked him out. He put it right on his TikTok too. Yeah, Gene, he knocked somebody out. Like, no, he did not, man. But hey, man, views is views, man. Um, yeah, views is views. You said outside is crazy as the court. Yeah, it's yeah, I wanted to say something, but I ain't gonna say it. I'll save it for the end. But yeah, man, it's yeah, I'm gonna save it for the end. That's what I'm gonna do. But like I said, some people they really cool. Like they everybody friendly with each other, stuff like that. You just got a few, man. It's not just him, it's another one out there. It's not just him. There's another one. All he do is just talk about people. I be seeing them. I peep all of them. Like, yeah, man, I just keep it moving. But content is content, man. Content is content. And they know you can't, nothing's gonna happen out there because it's a heavy security. So, they try to get the content by any means necessary, which I understand because you can make money off if you get a certain amount of views, you can make a little bit of a payday. Especially if it's like a semi-viral video. Um, but some people are what you call plants. You got plants too. Um, and that makes sense because you just have plants. YouTube have their own special vloggers that they like that they promote. Because if you get on the front page, you're getting 1 million views in like I would say about 8 hours. You said it's all over YouTube that they asked Gene to stay away for a few days. Well, they got into it inside the building. And yeah, I don't know if the guards asked him to stay away though. But yeah, he's definitely, you know, I don't know. But I don't know if he was asked to stay away for a few days, but what's up, y'all? You said literally snatched him and broke a chain or something. Yeah, he did say a chain. A chain was broken, like Gene's chain. Man, I tell you, man, this thing is it's when like real keeping it real goes wrong. I'm gonna tell you something. In this business, you really gotta have not thick skin, but you can't let nothing get to you. Like, people talk, right? It's okay for people to talk, but I'm talking about when they touch. That's a different story. But people gonna talk, you know, and you just gotta let them be, man. Now, running and having a camera invading your space, that's a different kind of story. But, following you with the camera but at a distance, that's not illegal. But so I'm not surprised that folks is getting antsy. I mean, it's we still got a long way to go though, as far as before the trial is being over, right? I think they said they should go into like almost the third week in June. That's just for the state to rest their case. Then the defense is up. And then right after the defense you call their last witness, that's when he'll stand and decide whether he want to testify on his own or not. Testify like get on the stand, Diddy. Then the judge will say you haven't been coerced or anything like that. You do understand you do have the right to remain silent and the jury can't hold it against you, or, he'll say, yeah, I understand. Then he'll take the stand. Yeah, so that's what a lot of people are waiting on. Oh yeah, I heard something about the major networks. They don't like the YouTubers out there. And they think they own the sidewalk. But no, the YouTubers are right there getting all the exclusives. Because when the family come out to get in the van, it's the YouTubers that's right there getting the close-up shots. The news is not even getting it really. So yeah. What's up, cutie? A little bit of drama, you know what I'm saying? Outside the courtroom. You said power to the YouTubers. Yeah, the YouTubers, the TikTokers doing their thing, man. Yeah, the media. See, that's why people respect the commentary, because the media is one sided depending on who you listening to. But we're not. Like, I can go in there and tell you, like, oh, this is really the deal here. I could tell you that it don't look good for them, but yeah, man, that's how it is, man. Oh yeah, I saw it. He yelled at Miss Combs. He said, "I drink your bath water." Let me see. You said the press hate YouTubers so much they watch. You said watch them react when they are invited to the White House press briefings. YouTubers already invited there. Trump gave them their own space to where the YouTubers can come. It is a news media. But yeah, it's the news media, man. And I know they um it was one guy out there, he'd be like trying to get people out of his way. Um he's from the traditional media. But when they're doing their interviews, it's hilarious. The YouTubers are getting content off of it. So like let's say if they're out there the network's doing their interview, they'll stand to the side and zoom in and get the interview and then post it. It's a beautiful thing that they're gonna have to be 100% like because people are watching. So raw news, right? You said freedom of the press, realness reigns supreme. Yeah, they do. You said freedom of the press, yeah. You said with the new media, pretty much. Because they telling it how it really is. Because I'm listening to certain YouTubers, they telling the same story that we're seeing every day. Oh, cutie, everybody thought I was celebrity bodyguard. It was like, oh, you got your bodyguard with you. That was her bodyguard, cutie. Yeah. It was like, oh, you got your bodyguard with you. Celebrity got her bodyguard, man. Watch out. You say, yeah, that's funny because Teacher really has bodyguards. Yeah. He's a nice bodyguard and reporting the news. Yeah, YouTube is I know like the traditional media, I think they kind of underestimated YouTube. YouTube been popping. Like it just really has been. You said nice bodyguard and reporting the news. That's hilarious. But yeah, I think I know how that story developed because it was a guy on TikTok talking about it and it spread it. He said we have our giggles. It's crazy, man. I'm gonna see. I'm gonna try to get an interview. What I'm gonna do is celebrity. I'm gonna try to get an interview with the lady that be being real loud. I'm gonna ask her. I'm like, listen, when I see her in court, cause she talks regular. I don't know if y'all know that. She will talk to you regular, and then but sometimes yesterday she was just wilding, yo. But she will talk to you regular. So what I'm gonna do is, yeah, she talks regular. She talk regular to me. That's why I don't understand it. Like, why is she talking regular, man? So what I'm gonna ask her is, I'm like, look, she had me cracking up. She was like, I am Asian. I am protected class. Something she said, yo, she wilding. So what I'm gonna do is I'm like, hey, listen, oh yeah, about being misgendered. I'm gonna get an exclusive interview from her tomorrow. You said the B lady that came from doing her interview with the latest lawsuit. Oh yeah, yeah. He was talking about that. He said YouTubers are out bringing the news to us because the news doesn't always bring the full story right. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get an exclusive interview with her. I say, listen, at the break or something, or maybe afterwards. After I like, can I get an interview with you? I said because you're famous. Like you don't made all the networks and like yeah. Let me interview you. Like let me know how the trial going in your mind. Is she gonna be like, damn, I got an interview? You see what I'm saying? Yeah. She gonna be like, yeah, I got an interview. And guys, she works for the subway. She's a conductor. Y'all know that? She straight is. She's not crazy. Yeah, her debut was on the stairs of the courthouse walking down. That was hilarious. She said, I'm from a protected class. I'm Asian. He said, I know you lying. I'm gonna get an interview. I'm telling you. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I said, listen, man, I couldn't help but seeing your video. And I'm a little bit more intrigued. I want to talk to you, get an interview. She's like, all right, cool. She probably like, yeah, yeah. Let me think. Yeah, I'll do it. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get the exclusive. I'm like, come on, like what really went down? But see, she might yell it though. So everybody's gonna it's gonna be crazy. I'm gonna do it. Cause usually she work nights. Look, I know her shift, yo. This is crazy. How do I know her shift? She works a night shift. And then when she get off, she comes straight to the courtroom. Like, how do I know that, man? Thank you, B lady. Um, It should get a little bit more interesting tomorrow. Actually, I don't know. Well, Mia's coming on. Yeah, so that should be interesting. But I'm telling you again, it's coming from a perspective now that I'm coming from the perspective of it's not really a smoking gun here. It's a matter who the jury sides with. I wouldn't be surprised if it was a mistrial. I wouldn't be surprised. Let me see. Let me see. Yeah, I mean, wait, Gene Deal. Yeah, it's kind of like a warning. So many people be scrambling. I don't know. We'll see. You don't think it's gonna be a mistrial? You think they're gonna come up with a verdict? You said, oh, if he gets out, you better chill. It's crazy, right? What's up, Corey? Max, you don't think Capricorn Clark testimony added more predicate acts? What do you think? It's certainly, well, one thing about her testimony is that she described the car she was in, going back to Tory Lanez. Damn, I said Tory Lanez again, dog. Golly. Why do I keep saying Tory Lanez? Because I saw the video of him getting stabbed today. Oh my God. Kid Cudi. And she said she described the SUV they were in, and the cop testified that they ran the plates and they came back to a SUV for Bad Boy Records. So the jury gonna have to put that together and say, well, he probably was there, like that. Um, Talking about the fingerprint, I don't know. I think the judge said ask another question or something. Yeah, so yeah, so they talked about that, and like I said, that was it's pretty bad. But he said overruled. He said, "Where's the cam footage of them tossing evidence, body cam?" Or I know they haven't showed any body cam footage yet. Nothing. Oh yeah, B ladies to those he try. Yeah, yeah, that was the other day. Let me see. Do you think there's some positives and negatives on both sides of the the defendant team and the government. Um, I just that's just for me looking at it, like just kind of like okay they're doing good. I kind of think there's pluses on both sides. So, but I can't say like one is bad. I don't know. Oh, if I had to pick one, I'll I always side with the defense. Always do. I'm kind of biased in that aspect. Maybe because I wanted to be a defense attorney in my past life, like my early life. That's why. And I really respect what they do. So if I had to really, really, like I said, the attorneys they cooking, the state, the government. It's like a slow cooker, like I said earlier. But again, the defense still have to put on their case, and then I'll be, once it's all said and done, then I'll try to like give an assessment or something, kind of, in my own way, kind of give an assessment on how I think it's going. So because what some people are still saying that they still haven't proved the RICO. I hear some people vlogging on it. They saying nah, it's just domestic. So we're gonna see if they write about it or not. Well, to see what the jury does. Like I think a quick verdict for me for this case, being how long it's lasting, a quick verdict is like 24 to 48 hours. If they come back with a verdict under 48 hours, That ain't gonna be good for him. I think the longer and longer it goes on, maybe that's a good sign for him. Because, like, we got to remember the defense have to still put on their case. It's not over. So, and I have to keep, giving that disclaimer like, my opinion doesn't matter at the end of the day. It really doesn't. Just a jury. Because they're going to see some things that we can't see. They're back there in the deliberation room with the evidence. Well, you said the defense to put on their case. I'm not sure what that means. So, what it means is that the state have their witnesses first, right? They're calling witnesses. After the state call their last witness, they rest their case. And then the judge say, "Okay, the defense, are you ready to present your case?" They say, "Yes, Your Honor." Well, call your first witness. Then the defense get to call their witness, and the government gets to cross-examine their people. That's how it worked. And then after the defense rests their case, now it's time for jury instructions. After the jury instructions, then it's closing arguments. The government goes first, and then the defense goes second, and then the government goes one more time for a rebuttal, closing. And now the jury, as we say, have the case. They're deliberating. And they have to pick an alternate. Not an alternate, they have to pick a jury for a person and go from there. He said that cutie, I know Cassie got beat. She stayed no matter. She said she stayed no matter why she stayed. She did. He controlled her, but I don't think that is Rico. Yeah, a lot of people feel that way, B lady. And if the jury feels that way, then that's a serious charge that he can walk on. Yeah, the jury foreman or forewoman. Or they just say four-person, Antoine. Some people they say four-person. The jury four-person or you said, so what happened? Should it be a hung jury? Does Diddy return to MDC? Yes. Yep. But his people can petition for him to get out on bail. His lawyers, yeah. And then they'll more than likely try the case again. It's up to the government if they want to try the case again, which they more than likely will. And then if it's a hung jury the second time, then maybe three times a charm. After the third time, they may have to consider their evidence to see maybe their evidence that they have is not sticking. It's not resonating with the jury. So they might have to just like, you know what? We got to let them go. That don't mean that they can't come back and try him again, but I don't know if they're going to continue to waste resources after, let's see if they get three hung juries. I don't know at that point. I think it'll be over with. Now, here's the thing about the Kid Cudi situation. Now, okay, so they said today that the license plate came back to Bad Boy Records because the cop ran the license plate and the owner was Bad Boy Records. Technically, I get that, but you still can't. Does that place Puff there? Because there's no video of him being there. So, um, they can work that angle. I mean, or you could like kind of draw inference that okay, it's likely to be that he was there, according to her story. If you now you what you're telling me is you have to believe Capricorn's story. So like that. So that's how they would try to believe that. They would have to really take her word for it, really. Circumstantial. Like I always try to think of angles, like if I was defending them. But I know what they're getting at. Like, this is not Rico. This is not Rico. Like, this is a domestic situation. And he said, yeah. They said, yeah, we submit to that. What did she say in the opening? Tenny Garagos, she said he's guilty of being a jerk. Yes, he's guilty of that. Um, but he's not, guilty of these said charges. But the thing is, the stories that they keep telling, um, yeah, they're pretty bad. They really are. And she already addressed that in her opening, Tenny Garrigo. She said, look, he is guilty of being a jerk. And, you know, this is a domestic violence case. This is not a RICO. This is not RICO. So I get what she's saying. Um, so like I said, I don't argue with people when they say, nah, Max, this is not RICO. I'm like, all right, so that we have to have those two sides so we could, talk about it. But my old saying, nah, my opinion don't matter, man. It don't. My opinion don't matter, man. I have to give that disclaimer, don't matter. I don't really need to give it. You already know that. But that's how I say it, man. Nah, my opinion don't matter, man. The jury is what matters. Because think about it. If they side with the defense, if they fit, if they rock with the defense, that's good for him. You know, I try to see it from every side. That's why I'm giving it to you like that. I can see where it don't look good. Um, I'm trying to look at this from all directions. I think I pretty much covered everything. I mean, I looked at it from the prosecutorial perspective. I see where the defense is going with Donaldson. Basically, what he was establishing today was that she had her own thing. She had her own life. He said, and he also said to the guy, well, he made you a stylist and all this stuff. And you could interpret that as they got motivation and come up here and state bad stuff about Puff. There's many ways you could take it. So basically, I just want to, as long as he have a fair trial, you know what I'm saying? That's all you can really want. Give him a fair trial and we'll see what happens. But I understand when you say, somebody said earlier that video is highly prejudicial because CNN already showed it. So it could have possibly tainted the jury pool already. So I wonder if he can take that up in the appeals and get some action there. I don't know. But right now, he's not thinking about appeal. He's thinking for full acquittal. So, I mean, I just, like I said, I could literally see it from every angle. Like, it sucks that somebody has to be in that position where they're facing that much time, you know. So yeah, I don't know how else to look at it. Let's see. You said it was edited and sped up. That's what they said, and they also said in the video. Let me just see what I remember. What the defense said. They said that there's a lapse in time because it's a lapse in time because it records during motion. It's a motion sensor, right? It don't always record, but if you go past that sensor, it's recording, and it could be like a few seconds delay. Um, so I get that. What else? I don't know. I can't remember the next one, but what was I about to say? No, that's what I had said in the beginning of the video. He didn't. It wasn't no fight. You say get back to the room. That's what Cassandra said in the hotel video before get back to the room. You said that's what she said. Who is scheduled to be on the stand tomorrow? Mia. Um, there's a continuation from today. I mean, yesterday. Technically, it's yesterday. I mean, well, it's still today. It was almost yesterday, but damn, I don't even make sense. That don't make sense. But there's still a person on the stand that's going to continue in the morning. And then after that, there's a few people, couple people, and that'll be it. Mia is going under a pseudonym. That's not her real name. She's whoever this person is used to be his assistant. So what is she going to testify to? Like, yeah, I work 23 hours a day. Damn, I work 23 hours a day. Now, let me ask you this. So they're trying to get him on forced labor. I don't think they're going to get him on that because I guess that's like is that normal for celebrity assistants? Y'all tell me. I don't know. I don't know what's normal to stay with them all day like that, or is it really? Are you really working all day? Because let's say if he let me stay over the house, like I got my own the guest room and stuff. There's got to be some downtime where you're just sitting there chilling. Is that really work though? You know what I'm saying? You can nod off somewhere while he doing something. He could be like, I don't know. But I'm thinking the normal thing. I'm trying to see everything where the defense is coming from. So I mean, is that really working long hour? I mean, is it really? Are you really working that many hours though? And what else? Just like they were saying, like if you kept going back after he threatened you and this and that, and why you keep going back. But I get what she's saying. The reason why I went back is because obviously maybe she need the money, or she said that her status in the industry would be diminished. But you said they were told they would never work again in California, and exempt employees have to have reasonable daily hours. Yeah, I think I heard you say that. You said Tenny made a very good comment. They weren't scared for their lives to go to the authorities, but they could go to a civil lawyer. Interesting. Why you think they going to a civil for money? At the end of the day, let's keep it real. If you're suing somebody, you're suing for money. You're not suing for to have a conversation. Just it's money. I want to get some money out of it. They're looking for a payday. Some of them be getting it, you know. But I don't know. I think we covered every angle on this channel already. I think we covered all the angles. Like, how do you think the defense is doing? Here's why. Then we'll give our reasons. Or then the other side, I usually give my other reason on how they doing. But I don't know, guys. This really got to go to the jury, man. For real. Because I'm like, I don't know. Sometimes I go back and forth. It just depends. But like you said, all he needs is one holdout. That's it. Yeah, she got nada from going through a lot. You said, Mr. Combs' son's really involved in I think he did a lot to like keep his family away from that stuff. But maybe the boys witnessed some stuff, the guys. I don't know. You said making AI videos based on official court transcripts. Max, have you heard of law and crime? You said, have I heard of the law and crime making AI videos based on official court? No. You said, well, I do hope for the defense side when they bring out their witnesses, they stick to the same story. Yeah, we cross-examine. But yeah, eventually they're gonna put their case on. It's coming. If he testifies, I do expect a madhouse. I do expect the courtroom to be really, really, really packed. Yeah, I do. But I was thinking about this earlier. Who better to tell his story but himself? I know conventional wisdom is telling you, no, he can't do that. You know, that's what conventional um, wisdom about that particular subject matter is about. Testifying. He has a right not to testify, and they can't hold that against him. But however, shit, he might want to tell his own story. You know what I'm saying? Like to see if he can reach the jury. Let me see. I'm trying to find. No, I don't see it. You said testify high as hell. Max, you're absolutely right. What was I right about, Beth? Strella. What's up? Let me see. He needs MTA. They call it MTA, folks. Because one time she came up in there with her MTA outfit on. Except that he testifies it will be all, but confirm is I don't know. It just depends on like a strategy. Maybe the strategy doesn't call for him to go to the stand, or maybe the strategy does call for him to go to the stand. I don't know yet. I would think not though, but I've been wrong about other stuff. But we'll see. Yeah, tell his own side of the story. Oh, they're gonna be ready. You talking about for the examination, Ryan? Yeah. You said guilty. It's about it's how much time. It's just about you. So you're saying it's just a matter of how much time, Estrella? Let me see the other comment again. I missed it. Man, they claim he was under the influence and insanity as well. I know they mentioned that. Um, that could come up. He was always under influence. Let me see. What's up, Ryan? Um, but anyway, we'll see what happens, folks. But hey, man, can they turn it around? We'll see. He said if Diddy takes a stand, the government is gonna have. You said they're gonna have a. I don't know what that means. They're gonna have a. Oh, I don't know. What is that, Medea? They're gonna have a. What I think he's getting. Like I said, I just say it don't look good, but I don't want to predict. I don't know. You said match Cassie. Match Cassie. Crazy, man. You said my bad. I meant free. Okay, you said you meant free calls. Let me see. What do you think? Where do I think it's not looking good for Diddy? Um, you said to you it's the text. Let me see. I mean, I'm looking at the way the whole trial is flowing, and I don't know. Let me see. What do you think? Good for Diddy, as always, in a drug-induced haze. Man, you said Hugh Hefner was just as bad. You said Hugh Hefner was just as bad. I know people were saying that, like with the Playboy Mansion. What stays in the grotto stays in the grotto. Yeah, all those questions will be answered like once the jury, deliberate and say that they reached a verdict. You said that he would have been fine if he settled with Cass before. Yeah, they got to bring it in the closing, Ryan. I'm talking about the government as far as like, The world is a few. You said the word is a few. Oh, ain't it's not uncommon for jurors not to take for jurors to take not to take notes. But you said some of them they not writing nothing. They just kind of sitting there. Um, they kind of heard that throughout their instructions. Like, can you listen to this case fair and be fair and impartial? Impartial. They say, they agreed to say yes. So they at least agreed to listen to the whole trial in its entirety, and then go from there. You said I feel the shocker is still not here. Yeah, I know people said that too. Like the shocker is still not here yet. It's kind of like waiting. You said the jury is going to go through all the evidence regardless. Yeah, they are. Yep, transcripts, everything. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna get out of here, and we'll see what happens, man. Tomorrow they got. Let me see. Finish up with the stylist, and I think they said Mia and somebody else. But what I did get out of it, I thought Mia was this person's real name. No, it's her alias. So yeah, man, we about to see, man. Like soon, but again, they still got a long way to go. If they said it might bleed over until the first week in March. No, June. I mean, yeah. You said Nash is hilarious. Yeah, earlier. Yeah, he was like sassing him. He said, "No, you." Yeah, it was crazy. How many weeks now? Only this is the third week of testimony, and I think yeah, today they said they will call off a number of people on there. Um, you said, how would you grade the prosecution? How would you grade the defense? The defense, I would say, I don't know, man. I think it's still a little bit more to go, but I was siding with the prosecution a little bit today. But however, you know, I gotta look at the other side too. I don't know. I don't really know how to grade them. Max, take care and watch your say, no, it's fine. I just gotta worry about that traffic. Mm. You said I have a point system going on. I have the government at 7 and the defense at 1. Defense needs to be more aggressive. Brian Steele did a good job. Um, Nicole Westmoreland did a good job. Mark Agnafilio, he. It's like when he asks questions, he going somewhere with it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't know yet until you get the aha. Like, that's what he meant. He has a really good team, though. I'm not knocking. I'm not lying. You said Steele is the man, yeah. But I don't know how I grade it. How would y'all grade it? Like right now. But yeah, I was just thinking about that. Like I can't give him a grade, man. I don't know. I kind of feel funny giving him a grade. So I don't know. You think the defense hasn't done much? Them asking for a mistrial. Let me know. That happens. I see in a lot of cases they be calling for like a mistrial and different things. They do that to put stuff on the record. So and it may change once the defense is up to bat. Yeah, yeah, we have to say that because they once they're up and call their witnesses, things might flip around to where they be like, okay, now I see. So we'll see. I'll give them the benefit of the doubt all the way to the end. You know, when everything is done, I mean, closing statements, everything. Oh, you assign a point daily? Max, why Mr. Steele want mistrial? Because earlier in the day, during the government's testimony, they kind of said, they mentioned that some print cards were destroyed. So, and it was a big sidebar, long sidebar. Then finally they said, look, this is ridiculous. They implying that one of us in here um, got rid of the prints. So that was an issue. So the judge had to, tell the jury to disregard that. You said the other 3 days, nobody got the point because they were both even to you. So you got them both even at that point. Yes, today, Alexandra Shapiro requested for it. Did the jury hear about the fingerprint? No, because when they may have, they may have heard it, but when they came back up, like there was nothing. Like they had to go on to something else. Let me see. Yeah, they had to go into something else. But I'm telling you, man, his lawyers, then they putting in work. They probably working right now, working on this strategy and stuff. Maybe it's just factual. Hold on one second. Yeah. Yeah, they did hear it, Ryan. That's what I had said earlier. They can't unhear that. You said you didn't know Alex joined his team? Yeah, it should disregard. You said they gonna think they're hiding something. I know, like, cause if I'm on the jury, I can't unhear that. I'm like, wait a minute, the fingerprints was destroyed. And here's another thing they run the risk of. What if the jury be listening to all this? You should have had them sequestered, maybe. But damn, it's almost like they sequestered for almost the whole summer. Oh, Diddy lost the courthouse request that he made to his lawyers to use the SCIF room. The SCIF room is it in the courthouse, right? It's in the courthouse, the SCIF room. I think up until 10 p.m. Well, let's find out. Let's see. SCIF. I heard it's called the Sensitive Compartment Information Facility. It's an enclosed facility. It's an enclosed area where, you know, nobody can get in. Yeah, inner city press. Yeah, yeah. The sensitive compartment information facility. You see, you wish you could go to the trial. Yeah, I know a lot of people saying that because you want to hear it for yourself. Yes, the courthouse has a SCIF room. Yeah, they definitely had one. They did request to use it up until like 10 something. He said he doesn't post everything. It's hard for him to do it. I mean, he's typing like, it's almost like he's a court reporter. Oh, you have to read yeah, you can read the transcript. You can find them. You go to, what's her name from Law and Crime, guys? Hold up, I'll tell you right now. Give me 1 second. Let's see. Damn, it ain't no way I can type on this app. Let me see. It gotta be a way I could like type something in the chat. Nope. Let me see. It's Megan Cuniff. You just let me hold on. Yeah, Megan Cuniff. I believe she spelled it Meagan Cuniff. Just type her on Twitter and follow her because she had transcripts on there. Max Can Defense put a bail request. Now, I know it's been denied, but it's definitely frustrating how the judge is treating him. Okay, so um, they're gonna have to wait and see what the jury says. Because let's say if the jury comes back and they're hung up on the charges, so it could be a Let's say if they can't come up with a verdict on anything, so it's a mistrial. So they could request again for bail then. So, um, well, here's the thing, guys. This is what I want to say. I'm gonna have to spell it to you because I don't know. I don't. Let me see. How can I post this, man? Let me see. I'm gonna have to go on my. I don't have my computer in front of me. I have to go to my iPad. Hold on. I'm gonna post a link. I'm gonna give you the link to her. I'm on my iPad now. I'm gonna give you the link to her. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Okay. Let me go to YouTube over here. All right, there you go, right there. She got some transcripts you can go look at. She got some of the testimony. She she got transcripts of Capricorn testimony, so you can go read it, the full testimony. I think. Yeah, so you can definitely go there, and then also she gives updates, like that as well, in inner city press. But yeah, if you need the transcripts, go there. Max, did you see Nature Boy's homie Polygon outside the courthouse on screen? Yeah. I saw it. Yeah, Polygon. Yep. Mm-hmm. I'm like, I know he looked familiar. Yeah, it's Polygon. He's from New York, I think, Medea. You said, yeah, she posted a photo of Cuddy's car, and the damage is nowhere near as bad as I thought. Yeah, you thought the car blew up, right? That's what I thought, like a firebombing. Yeah, his seats were burned up. Um, but it was nothing. But see, here's the thing: the insurance wasn't going to fix that. Yeah, he from the NYC. Yeah, the insurance wasn't going to fix that. So they totaled the car. Let me see. He said his money he can just afford the repair. Yeah, nah, he wasn't gonna. It wasn't worth fixing. I'm just telling you. Maybe I don't know. It depends on what it. I don't know. It was damaged enough significantly, but I guess the seats. And then, did you see the Molotov cocktail? It was in an old English. They showed that too. It was an old English bottle. I didn't know that evidence would get released that fast to the public. Yeah, he had another one in the garage. Yeah, he had another one in the garage, man. He said, get a cigar from his house. One of the ladies on that. I don't know. I know they said it was a woman's DNA on it. Damn, cutie, you were hanging up there around there, up there around there like that. Cutie up in the hills, around that there. So they're saying that the car chase never happened. Well, when the defense was cross-examining, they said, I forget what they said. Like it was some dead ends on there or something like that. I don't know. The police officer said they was able to run the SUV's license plate, and it said it came back to Bad Boy. But to play devil's advocate, that's still not placing him on the scene. Like really, you have to take their word for it. Oh, you say your stomping grounds in the Hollywood Hills? Had one of my birthdays up there in a nice mansion. One of your friends' peeps. You said Cuddy, bad news celebrity. You said no Diddy, bad. Max, you think Diddy could face state charges in California based on today's testimony? I think some of that stuff is outside of the statute of limitations. Yeah, not for those charges, no. Yeah, I think outside the statute of limitations. You said girl celebrity. You talking about Kid Cudi. They ran his car for Cudi for the Cudi hour. Oh, you talking about did it happen at 6 a.m. or 8 a.m.? Because he said it was around, he got the call around 8 a.m., but they were saying it was before that through the other testimony. You said that the arson and trespass happened the same day. I don't know. It happened in different days. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Max, can you speak on the reason why the DNA and the fingerprints may not get hit for people who may not know? They said, well, he said, they already ruled on it, cutie, that they can't really talk about. I mean, disregard, but they said they said something like somebody in the LAPD ordered them erased. Oh, in general, said somebody threw them out. That's why usually they use them so you could investigate who prints they belong to. But in general, they if something happened to them prints, they'll be thrown out by that somewhere in that department. You said to me, this is why Diddy's bail request shouldn't have been denied, in my opinion, because the judge is potentially upset. Um, are you talking about in the beginning, like when they were denying all his bail requests? You said if the person doesn't have a record, never been printed or DNA taken. That will explain no ink, no link. Yeah, it sucks, cutie. I was printed in grammar school. I remember they came by grammar school and printed all of us, man. Now that I think back on it, that sucked because I'm in the system. So many people are missing that when talking about it. Damn, I dropped my phone. Okay. I gotta get another phone. I be dropping this thing too much. That too, Medea. I think they said that. So here we are, man. It's they said the government said they have about roughly about the second week in June, maybe the first and the third week they'll be done. And then the defense goes next. So and then at the end, if Diddy stand up, he want to testify, then he'll testify. Damn, it seems like this is going pretty fast, though. It really does. Okay, so if it was a bench trial, right? So you said if the judge was to make a ruling up to this point, what verdict do you think he'll give? So that means you would think if it's a bench trial, if he elected to go with a bench trial. As it stands right now, well, I'll act like the judge. Let's see, based on what it says right now. Let me take a look. Let me think. Oh man, I don't know. What do you think? You said the one thing I'm confused about is that the judge actually say that this case is nothing but rumors and gossip. Let me think about that. I think the judge will rule. You think so? You think the judge will rule guilty? I mean, that wouldn't. I mean, think about it. Like the defense will still have to put on their case. I couldn't answer that because the defense didn't get a shot yet. This case is built on gossip and rumors. Yeah, too early to tell. Oh boy. You said that was a comment. The judge has said that they only go today about. But so far, it's been damning testimony. What about the female juror that ain't buying the prosecutor? They talking about that? I don't know. I haven't seen her, cutie. I'm in the overflow room. I'm not in that the actual courtroom with Diddy, so I can't see nobody's face. You said the defense has a lot. Yeah, they do, Ryan. There's a lot going on. Yeah, man, it's a lot. But anyway, guys, let me get out of here. So I won't be able to, because I only got a few hours. I slept earlier, so that's good. A little bit. I don't know what you call a little bit. I think I got a little hour in, but I'm gonna get up early and get over there um, and see what's happening. And I probably just, man, I don't know. It depends on how early I get there. I probably do something different and just go live out there. But we'll see. But all right, y'all. Yeah, I want to do the AM thing. Um, yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. All right, guys. I will catch you in the later this morning. It's already morning, but later on. All right, y'all. Yeah, you looking for the AM? Yep, I'll be there, Q.